Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here with just over 2 weeks before Forza Horizon 5 releases worldwide. I must say I'm very excited to get my hands on this game. It's been over 3 years since the launch of a new Forza Horizon title, and I'm certain that we are all super eager to finally get to play this game and just counting down the days before the release date. Now, I've been very fortunate to play a preview of Forza Horizon 5, but I also want to keep an open dialogue or conversation with you, the subscribers, and express in an objective manner the concerns that I do have for the upcoming title. Now, feel free to agree or disagree with my opinions down in the comment section below, as I do value all your input as well and what your overall thoughts are to even your concerns that you may have about the title too. Now, if Playground Games are going by their fortnightly schedule of their Let's Go episode live streams, then we will have one more live stream left before the game launches. So who knows, maybe all of my concerns that I do have will be addressed in the next possible live stream. Regardless though, I'm still going to be playing Forza Horizon 5 a lot. So in today's video, I want to talk about 5 concerns that I do have for Forza Horizon 5 before launch. Starting off with number 1, online loading times. Now, for those that missed my last video, one thing that the creative director for Playground Games, Mike Brown, mentioned recently in an exclusive Q&A session is that on day 1, Forza Horizon 5 will not have a private adventure or private lobby feature. The only private mode that will be available at launch is to invite your friend into a private convoy and then free roam or do challenges within the Horizon world, being connected to hundreds of players at the same time. Now, with that said, we know that the Horizon series is moving towards this MMO direction where players connect with each other at all times, and while I do like the idea of bringing drivers together, should Horizon 5 run on similar online servers as they did in Horizon 4, this may be an issue. Back in Horizon 4, I know from my experience that hosting a lobby of 12 in a private convoy was an absolute headache, as not only did it take ages to load into a race, but then once the race finished, we all had to connect back into our private convoy along with everyone else in the share world too, and on top of that, all of us needed to be in sync too. I will never forget just how long that whole process took to get the full private convoy back together so we can continue on to our next destination. And now with Horizon 5, with its share world hosting more players than it did in Horizon 4, compound that with the different loading times between Series X owners to the original Xbox One players, then factor in players around the world having very different internet speeds. I really do hope that Playground Games, Microsoft, or whoever is in charge with the online servers improves them, because if the multiplayer aspect of Horizon 5 is bigger than Horizon 4, yet none of the servers have been updated, expanded, or improved upon, then we may just continue to see the exact same issues carry over into the new title. I mean, when Playground Games showcased their first Horizon Arcade Challenge, even though it was on a developer's server, it's not quite reassuring to see that most of the players in that lobby were not synced or connected with each other like they should have been. Hopefully, I'll be wrong about this, and with private lobbies and private adventure possibly returning according to Mike Brown in a future update, there's certainly hope. Number 2, missing manufacturers. So when I got to preview Forza Horizon 5 the other week, I was told that the car list was almost the final day 1 lineup. Now, I'm certain some who are watching this video right now will argue that the car list in the preview or on their website is not final, so don't jump to conclusions until the game launches on November 9th. Well, I'm not jumping to conclusions, I'm simply voicing my concerns for some of the most beloved manufacturers that's been in the Horizon series for years, manufacturers such as Alfa Romeo, Abarth, Fiat, and Lancia, just to name a few. Now, I know they all fall under the same parent company, but What was the reason for them not appearing on day one for Horizon 5? Perhaps Playground Games were not able to renew their licenses? Who exactly knows, but it's certainly very strange, as anyone who remembers one of their earlier Let's Go episode live streams, there was gameplay footage of the Lancia Stratos showing off its new car audio in-game, along with some IRL footage being captured about the whole process of recording car sounds. I can't imagine putting in all that effort, sourcing a rare car like the Stratos to record for an entire day, only for it to all go down the drain. Is quite a shame really, but of course, as Playground Games have mentioned, Horizon 5 will have regular updates, so maybe in the near future we may see these manufacturers return, and I do hope that these manufacturers that are missing from Horizon 5's day one car list is for a genuine reason, and to not just be excluded from the car list, to only then be drip fed back into the game somewhere down the future, only to then be classed as quote unquote new content for Forza Horizon 5. Number 3, Events Lab, Route Creator, and Super 7. Now in Horizon 4 we have seen how Creator Route works, we have also seen how Super 7 works, but with Events Lab, because it's a new feature in Horizon 5, we have only seen a taste of it, and that was way back in June during the E3 trailer. Now supposedly all three of these features are somehow integrated with one another, but to what extent, I couldn't tell you because not much information has actually been revealed. I have so many questions to ask in this particular area, like will Super 7 be the same as it was in Horizon 4, or will it be more refined? Will Events Lab play a factor into the cards of Super 7? What about Route Creator? Can it be integrated with Super 7 and Events Lab? And then of course Events Lab itself. How does this feature even look like? Now I'm sure if I was to gather all my notes, I can probably write up a small summary of what it may possibly be, but wouldn't it be easier to just show this feature in action, as it really is fascinating, especially with how Events Lab can really change the way we play Forza Horizon 5. A lot of players within the community want to know more as well, but to me, I guess the lack of gameplay shown with these three features could mean that it is possibly unfinished or unpolished, hence why no proper raw gameplay has surfaced. Or 2, they could be saving it for a later stream right before launch, which is very possible as well. I'm optimistic that we will see some gameplay of these three features before launch. That way we the consumers have an idea of what to expect. But for now, I want to ask you guys, what do you really want to see from Events Lab? Number 4, previous Xbox generation gameplay. So we know that Forza Horizon 5 will be playable on the new Xbox Series consoles, the PC, and also the previous generation of Xboxes. And all of the footage that has been showcased thus far has all been on the new Xbox Series X, but what about the game on an older generation of consoles? As of right now, with the new Xboxes still quite difficult to get a hold of, many within the Horizon community are most likely going to play the new title on the previous generation of Xboxes, whether it is on the original Xbox One, One S, or One X. How different will the game look on these particular consoles? And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because around a month ago, Playground Games stated live on their stream that they will be releasing footage of Horizon 5 in all the different Xboxes, and so far we have seen nothing. Now granted, we still do have 2 weeks left, but some players want to make their decisions early for their peace of mind, and also whether or not the game is worth purchasing for their older generation Xbox. One thing is for sure though, is that Horizon 5 will run on the same Forza Tech engine across all consoles. It won't be like it was in Horizon 2, where the game on the Xbox One was completely different to how it was on the Xbox 360, where a completely different developer ported the game onto an older engine. If you were to ask me how Horizon 5 might look like on the original Xbox One console, I believe it will look similar to how Horizon 4 looked, so still great, but only mediocre because we know what it is able to achieve. But to me, some gameplay would certainly be welcomed. And lastly, number 5, bugs and glitches. So back in Horizon 4, there were so many bugs and glitches that I was just like, man, this game is really unpolished and feels like a rushed title. Now with Horizon 5, given that it did take 3 years to develop instead of the usual 2, we have already seen some bugs and glitches eradicated, such as the sinking car glitch while going at top speed, to the see-through exhaust and body kits. However, a couple videos back, there was still some glitches and bugs that I encountered in the preview of Horizon 5 which carried over from Horizon 4, such as the Volkswagen Scirocco exhaust and rear bumper, which is slightly concerning. Maybe since the game has gone gold, things may have been amended, but to me, I just want to see less bugs and glitches in the game. Certainly a lot less than what Horizon 4 had. Now I understand that it's impossible to make a bug-free game, but back in Horizon 5 and Horizon 2, titles that were on the Xbox One generation, there wasn't that many bugs or glitches, at least compared to Horizon 4. And if Horizon 5 can go back to that level of refinement, I would be very happy. So there we have it guys, 5 concerns that I have for Forza Horizon 5 just before launch. What do you guys think? Do you guys disagree or do you guys agree? Make sure to write it down in the comment section below, and if you guys did find this video interesting, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button as it really does help me out. And lastly, if you guys would like to see more Forza Horizon 5 content right here on this channel, make sure to click the subscribe button with notifications turned on. That way you won't ever miss out on another video that goes live. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.